The Haunting of Willowbrook Mansion. In the quiet, picturesque town of Willowbrook, nestled deep within a forested valley, there stood a mansion that had been abandoned for decades. Willowbrook Mansion was a sprawling, eerie edifice with towering turrets and ivy-covered walls. It had long been the subject of local legends and whispered ghost stories. The mansion's unsettling reputation was cemented one fateful summer when a family from the neighboring town decided to move in. The Johnsons, comprised of parents Mark and Lisa and their two young children, Emily and Jake, had heard about the house's dark history but dismissed it as mere superstition. Their decision to settle in Willowbrook Mansion marked the beginning of a chilling ordeal that would haunt them for years to come. The first signs of something amiss came shortly after their arrival. Strange, disembodied whispers echoed through the grand halls of the mansion at night, and the family would often find objects mysteriously moved or shattered. The children claimed to have seen fleeting shadowy figures in the corners of their rooms. As weeks turned into months, the disturbances escalated. Emily would wake up in the middle of the night to find her toys arranged in eerie patterns, as if by unseen hands. Jake, too young to articulate his fear, would wake up screaming, his tiny fingers pointing toward the darkened corners of his room. Mark and Lisa were at a loss. They had heard the whispers of their neighbors, but they couldn't deny the reality of their situation. The mansion was changing them. Mark grew irritable and withdrawn, and Lisa's once vibrant spirit was crushed beneath the weight of an unrelenting dread. One stormy night, as the winds howled and rain battered the mansion's windows, the Johnsons were jolted awake by a deafening crash. Rushing downstairs, they found the once-locked front door wide open. An icy draft swept through the hall, and the oppressive darkness seemed to press upon them. Desperate for answers, Mark and Lisa sought the help of a local historian, Dr. Elias Granger, who knew the mansion's history better than anyone. Dr. Granger explained that the mansion had been built upon an ancient burial ground, and its previous owners had dabbled in the occult, attempting to harness the power of the spirits that dwelled there. Mark and Lisa decided to perform a séance in an attempt to communicate with the restless spirits. They gathered in the dimly lit dining room, their trembling hands placed on a wooden planchette atop a dusty Ouija board. As they called out to the spirits, the atmosphere in the room grew heavy and oppressive. The planchette began to move on its own, spelling out words in a frantic, unnatural manner. The spirits were angry, and they had a message. They must leave, the board spelled out. This house is ours. With a chilling realization, Mark and Lisa understood the truth. The spirits of Willowbrook Mansion had no intention of sharing their home with the living. The Johnsons had unwittingly trespassed upon a realm beyond their understanding, and their lives were in grave danger. In a desperate attempt to break the curse, the family decided to leave the mansion, but the spirits were not ready to let them go. As they packed their belongings, the walls of the mansion seemed to close in around them, trapping them inside. The final night in Willowbrook Mansion was a night of pure terror. The spirits manifested in grotesque forms, their wails echoing through the mansion as they sought revenge for the intrusion of the living. Mark, Lisa, Emily, and Jake huddled together in the darkness, praying for morning to come. When dawn finally broke, the family fled the mansion, leaving behind the cursed house and the horrors that dwelled within it. Willowbrook Mansion remained abandoned, a monument to the malevolent forces that had taken root there. To this day, the Johnsons refuse to speak of their ordeal, haunted by the memory of the mansion and the true horror they endured. Willowbrook Mansion stands as a chilling reminder that some places are best left untouched, and some nightmares are all too real. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. Your support means the world to me. I hope you enjoyed the content and found it valuable or entertaining. Your views, likes, comments, and shares are incredibly motivating and help me continue creating more content that you'll love. If you have any feedback, suggestions, or ideas for future videos, please feel free to share them in the comments section. I appreciate your engagement and look forward to bringing you more exciting content in the future. Once again, thank you for being a part of this community and for watching my video. Your support is truly appreciated. Stay tuned for more content coming your way.